So I'm back at this really cool old house foundation right here that my friend Todd and I have been detecting. Todd is, his YouTube channel is Appalachian History Detectives. And we've been finding a few things. This is a big chimney pile right here. And when we were here last time, we found this old stone lined well down over the hill here, and it's wide open, it's covered with bushes. Anything could have fallen down in there and drowned. But since then, Todd has come back and he put a lid over it. But what we're going to do today is we're going to drop a camera down in it, down underwater, and we're going to see if there's any treasure or hideous creatures underneath, living in the water there. This is the first time I've been back since he built that. What we'll do before we leave is we'll put some we'll put some rocks across there so no animals like raccoons can crawl up in there to investigate and fall in. That's a really nice sturdy lid he made. I'm gonna go get my camera rigged. We're gonna get it set up, and then we're gonna lower it down in there and see what we can find. Yeah, buddy. All right, the first thing I want to do is to get rid of some of these little sticks and stuff so we don't go pitching down in there too with whatever else might be in there, and get the lid off. This is gonna be awesome. Wow. Oh no, it's full of water, but the water is very, very murky. I don't know if our camera's gonna be able to see anything in there, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna set that that way here. No, I'm gonna stay. There we go. The water's actually higher than the last time I was here. If I fell in there now, I could actually get out. Before I couldn't. Let's take a little close-up look. Yeah, see how murky that is? I don't think the camera's gonna see a thing in there, but we're gonna try it anyway. It's gonna be like Jaws or one of those movies where it's going down, you can't see anything, and all of a sudden there's a skeletal face staring at you. At least I won't be able to see it until I review the footage with you. Okay, let's check it out. The camera's fired up. Don't forget to hold your breath. Adios. I think Todd's going to come up a little bit later, but I'm not 100%. I can't quite figure it out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dig around this foundation. Maybe not so much metal detecting, but just digging some holes. Because Todd and I are trying to figure out exactly how old this house is right here. And right in this area, there was a home site for a famous, I don't know if he's famous, but a Revolutionary War general. And I think his son or grandson was in the Civil War too, if I have my story correct. But anyway, this is the foundation right here. And when I was up here digging last time with Todd, let me put stuff down in this area right here, we're finding some older stuff like 1700s. But up closer to the house, foundation, it seemed like stuff was a lot more new. Of course, the older stuff would be deeper as well. Now, this foundation could easily date to the 1700s, but we just don't know yet because we haven't found anything that is definitive. It looks old. Concrete's not that old. These are old chimney stacks, one on each side. You can see there's some type of frame building out here. When I was up here the first time, I dug this little hole right here. And you can see how many artifacts are in there. I got some cool things out of there, but everything dated to like 1900 or later, up until about 1930s. Now, as it turns out, this area right here was a town And the whole town burned in the 1930s, like 1933 or something like that. I assume it was by a forest fire. Apparently it was a thriving community here. Forest fire came through, burned down most of the buildings, most of the houses, and it never really came back. So I'm gonna, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around a couple spots on the outside. I might dig a hole in there, maybe dig a hole over here. I'm not gonna dig down in the foundation itself because that stuff could be 5 feet deep down in there with, you know, since the sides have all fallen in, but we might. And I think there's some stuff over there. So we're just going to dig some holes, see what we can find, see if we can date the site and find some treasures. It's going to be fun. Hopefully Todd will show up here in a bit. Let's go ahead and get to work. Now, I did bring the metal detector along so we can check the soil, but there's going to be so much iron in here. Well, just listen, you can hear it. Well, you can actually see it over here, but there's tons of iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bump the discrimination up really high, and we're just going to see if I missed anything last time I was here. Any, you know, nice big obvious targets. That's looks like melted aluminum there, and of course that's part of a door. But there's just so much. Something might be aluminum. Something right there too. All right, we'll check that out in a minute. See all the nails in there? Wow. Maybe we'll just start digging first. What do you say? I think that makes sense. Let's do that. Not really sure where to begin in here, but I think I'll just start in this corner here. I flipped that piece of concrete out of the way. And what we'll do is I'll move these rocks and we'll just dig down here, see what it looks like. Imagine that's fire red and see how red those are. I mean, there's no way you could use a metal detector in here. Look at that. That's probably parts of the roof, I guess. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just kind of move all these rocks over to there. If it's not too frozen. It has to be frozen, isn't it? I think we can probably break through that though, maybe. And let me do that, and I'll get the camera back on in just a few minutes. So I'm peeling back the layers, and I'm down to some lighter stuff already. Still loads of tin in here. But I did just find this thing here, which I think, I'm not sure if that's going to be part of a lantern or a spout, pouring spout of some sort. Let's give you an idea of what we're doing. Because I'm just going to keep going down just in this corner here, just to see if we can get a feel for how old this place might be. See what kind of stuff we might find. Lots of nails. That's an old square nail right there. Or some round nails in the other section that I was digging. That's hard to say. Mostly just all square nails though, so that's a good sign right there. Of course, they could be floorboard nails. Put that up on the rock. That's probably plaster from the walls, I would think. That light looking stuff. Just going to the bricks and stuff would have fallen out of the chimney when it burned. So, wow. Yeah, that's all floor plaster or wall plaster right there, look. Yep, we'll keep going. I'll get you back out in just a few minutes. So I have it dug down about 1.5 feet, and I'm definitely into the soil that is natural. There's a layer right in there. There was a lot of burned stuff, and you can see where the dirt was baked pretty solid. Not many artifacts though. And a little bit of green here and there. I don't even know if that's plastic or metal. Set it up there. You can see some more pieces of it here. That's probably some type of copper. It's all melted though. I'm going to run the metal detector over here. I'm not having high hopes for there to be many targets. I'm not really seeing much. I'm not seeing much here either. I'm going to go ahead and jump back over in that section because that was actually kind of fun over there. We found a lot of stuff. Now, a lot of the stuff we found over there was melted, but we actually found a couple things that were pretty cool. So I'm going to go back over there and dig that down some more because I don't think I hit the bottom over there. I'm going to leave this open for Todd so he can take a peek at it. But first, I'll check it with a metal detector. If I find something, I'll let you know. I got the hole started right where it was before. I tell you, I don't know how old we're going to find this stuff or if it's going to be anything good, but boy, I tell you, there's a lot of it in here. That's a nice big old spoon. I dug a couple of these things out. These will probably go, these are locks to like cabinets, like, you know, a pie safe or something like that. Not sure about that one there, but it's pretty ornate. See, there's all kinds of stuff in that. That's, I don't know, that looks like it's electrical probably. Lots of broken glass, lots of melted glass. But there are some other odds and ends. You never know. We could get a belt buckle, nice Civil War item out of here pretty easy, couldn't we? What's that thing? It's probably some type of a gauge, like an air gauge or something. Look at it, even a shotgun shell. Isn't that weird? Oh yeah, boy, I tell you, it's really rich. Hopefully there'll be a good bottle or two in here too that's not melted. Of course, again, I think this is 1930-ish stuff we're digging in. Yeah, we'll have to just kind of take our time. Go through here slowly looking for things. Mason jar stuff, mason jar lids. I have a feeling we're going to come out of here with something good today. Hear a truck coming, that's probably Todd. Look at that. But again, there's a lot of melted stuff too, so if we find a belt buckle, could be melted. You just never know. Everything that was in the house is right here now. All the good stuff and all the bad stuff. I'm still digging around like crazy in here. I'm going that direction and it's kind of petering out a little bit, although that looks kind of like a button, so I'll have to check that out. Let me show you some of the stuff I found before we get too far into it. Finding not as much as I did when I first got here, but I got another horseshoe and got some spikes. Just dug this big old wedge. Man, that thing's been beat hard. You see all kinds of stuff up here that I've been finding. Not quite as much as when I first got here, but look what just rolled out of the ground. It's a skull. Or a doll head. I do believe it's a doll head, look. These things are always kind of creepy, aren't they? Look at them. Clean them off. Wow. Look at that. That's nightmare fuel right there. Look, he's got a tattoo. Wonder what it means. Looks like he has some type of little things behind his ears. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Just dug this big old thing, not sure what it is. Big old piece of iron, and getting some of these type of things too. But yeah, just kind of poking away at the side here. Everything's pretty much burned though. So, I don't know. If we start to get into some better stuff, I'll slow down, but so far it's been pretty shaky. Anything in there? Another horseshoe. Why are there horseshoes in a house? That I don't understand. That's perplexing. What were they doing in the house? I guess it could have been something. It's a gun! Ducky! Could be, actually. Gun barrel, but it's not. Type of spiky thing. You know, there could easily be a musket or two in here, or a gun or something. I have zero hope of finding a whole bottle. So I'm not being too careful. See, everything's burned. How black that is. Yeah, put that to the side so I can throw it back in the hole on the bottom. More metal there. Alright. Dig through those roots. Kind of a pain. Oh yeah, let me show you this. I have a root saw. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend if you're going to dig bottles or something, or dig pits, to get one of these, because you can get these roots, which are really hard to break with a saw or with a shovel. You just kind of saw them like that and get rid of them. Makes it a lot easier. It's like that. And I also have one of these today. So if we get into a sensitive situation, we can be a little bit more careful, but I'm just not feeling that there's going to be anything that is going to be particularly cool right here. Huh? Almost. That would have been pretty. That would have been a hole, huh? Ah, put that up there. But, you know, stuff like that probably, I imagine, is going to be broken being in a burned house. The bottom of the floor right there. All right, we'll keep going. I'm going to move over to the other side, too. There's a couple other places over there I want to try. And if I find anything else here, I'll let you know. Definitely not as much stuff as where we first started, though. I thought we'd just scrape back in this area here. This is where I had the original hole. And there's some wire. Put that over here. But look at this. You know what that is? I do believe that is going to be, well, not positive, but like an ice cream maker or paddle. We used to have an ice cream maker when I was a kid that was very similar to this, and it would spin like this to make ice cream. Now, maybe they use it for something else, like cheese, I don't know. But yeah, that's something like that, something that would spin in a cylinder to stir something. What's that thing? Oh, a broken mason jar that had a piece of iron in it for some reason. Never seen that before. Kind of weird, huh? Let's go ahead and move around a little bit and dig a hole somewhere slightly different. If it doesn't pan out, we'll come back here. I mean, we did pretty good here, especially right in the beginning. Got all that stuff there. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna go try. That's where we tried in the very beginning. I'm gonna probably just fill that in. Well, I'll jump down in the middle maybe, or on the other side. So go ahead and just give me a couple of minutes to get my stuff together. So I did go down inside there and poked around a little bit, but I think that's just gonna be so hard to dig. I'm not gonna bother with that. If you look, you can see little wall goes across there. There's so much stuff in there that it's just going to be too tough for me. I started digging over here, and it looks like there might be a few artifacts. I'm just going to start. I kicked a couple things out of the hole. Some more, it's like melted aluminum or something right there. That up there. Yeah, I saw something in there. It's gone. Yeah, well, oh, there it is. So, yeah, I don't know what that is. That's kind of interesting. But what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and dig this out. Yeah, square nails. See all the square nails in there, huh? I've already lost them, but what I'm hoping is a nice rich layer of older artifacts. That's the square nail there. There's the probably the walls right there. Just like on the other side. Yeah, it's going down, isn't it? That's it burned. You can see how the ground's burned right there. Yeah, it's definitely toasted. You see it's toasted right there, and it looks like it's probably not going to go any deeper than that. But there's some nice square nails. Those could be floorboard nails. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and dig this out a little bit. And if I find anything, I'll turn the camera on. Otherwise, I'm going to move up to another like little room right over there. All right, so I have a number of holes dug, and I haven't found any area that really excites me to keep going. But we're going to check it with a metal detector real quick. I figured I'd let you guys help me with that. And I'll show you what we have. Todd's over there in the bushes digging out a little pit too. But it's the same as here. It's all like 1930s stuff. So we're going to bump that discrimination to the max. And you know what? I'm going to actually put the sensitivity down because there's no reason to have it that high. All right, let's see if there's anything in this stuff. I have not even checked this yet. Probably full of gold coins. You see there's lots of nails. I can tell that already. And you see a nail, that's a nail right there. Nail here, nail there. The square nails though, so that's a good sign. A bunch of iron there I dug out, but just no good squeakers, so listen down in the hole. No belt buckles. All right, let's check this one. This one had a little more iron in it. I might get, hopefully good. I didn't find anything on ferrous though. Yeah. Could be something there, but that might just be iron too. It's small, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. That was the surface stuff. All right, I'm gonna backfill. Those are my tools right there. I'll backfill this stuff in a minute. Let's go over to the original holes. Haven't looked in these either yet with a metal detector. All right, nothing. It's snowing. That's a pretty good deep hole there. I'm gonna move that shovel out of the way. Get over there with my rest of my stuff. Let's see what we got here. Just any obvious signals that. So you got all that tin right there too. Let's go over to this pile. I'm gonna go ahead and backfill this up. But I found a lot of stuff in there. All right, nothing really interesting yet. No, not really. Nothing I'm gonna want to go after. A little something there maybe. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and backfill these, and I'll check it. There's something there, but I think it's zinc. See that piece right there? It's kind of light colored. Yeah. Oh. That's probably iron. Probably looks like zinc right here. Yeah. I would say melted zinc. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start backfilling everything, checking the soil, and then we'll either dig another hole or two somewhere, or we'll just start metal detecting for a little bit. Gotta find something before it starts raining, which will be soon. I can feel it on my face right now. Oh, and on my jacket. I guess I'll have to put that back on. Getting all the holes filled in, and because it started to rain, I thought we had to leave, but quit. I saw some down here in the chimney, where all the fireplace actually. That's pretty cool. I walked down through here and I looked up, and I saw this metal sticking out of here. You know what that is? That's pretty neat right there. I think that's an andiron. That would have been in the fireplace. Hold the logs up. I think it's tipped over like that, so it would go out that way. One of two. I think the ground's frozen though, so I'm not going to try to get that out today, but I might come back. Next time we come back, and pry that out of there. That's pretty neat looking right there. Probably still use it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and grab the metal detector and just look around here a little bit for the last, you know, until we get rained out. And see off to the west, there's a big cloud bank moving in. It's supposed to rain real hard this afternoon and tonight. If it was 30 years older, I'd be all over it, but it's just not quite old enough for me. For you, is it? All right, so I figured we'd go ahead and just do a little detecting on the side of the house over here. I don't think I really ever hit this because it was so thick. And I got a signal there to kick this out of the leaves. I do believe that's going to be like a little toy pot or cup or something. It's a pewter. I think that's where the handle would have been. I don't know if that would be a child's toy, I suppose. Pretty little thing. Yeah, that's all right. Oh no, I can see the rain coming down over there. Look at that. Look out across the field right there. You can see how it's really like foggy looking. This rain coming down. Well, I just dug a nice little button. Might have a design on it, I'm not sure, but yeah, a nice shank on the back. Sweet. Kind of in a slightly different area. There's some rocks here, but I think this was piled up not too awful long ago. There's some old stuff in it, apparently, at least one thing. So I'm starting to think we're getting onto another home site here. I think that's part of a kettle right there, or a big pan. And there's lots of rock. There's a pile of dirt there, but I think that's more natural. I'm gonna put this up against the tree for now. You can see it's all been pushed around in here. But a lot of iron. That piece of that big thing I just found, and just lots of squeakers. Little flat button came from that hump right there, but there's all kinds of iron through here too. I'm hoping this might be the home site. The massive plantation home of General Watsonicky. Can't remember his name. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go back to digging. So I just dug this doodad that I believe is a rosette. A nice rosette. This would go on like a horse's bridle. Don't know if that's a bullseye like the Civil War. No, it's not a bullseye because it's pewter. Never mind. But yeah, that's a bridle rosette, an old one. Nice. A lot of iron in this hump. There's a little indentation right over there. It looks almost like there might have been a well they filled in. We'll look at that in a minute maybe. But one button in this and a piece of lead. That's it so far. There's something to go with their bridle rosette. A horseshoe. Kind of thin too. Sort of on the rosette right over there. Hey, all right. This might be an interesting find. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's kind of cool. I didn't get the camera out before I dug it because there's a lot of beer cans here too. If you look at a little gravelly parking area right there, people camp here and there's just a lot of beer cans right there. But anyway, I got a nice high squeak here. Oh yeah, we do. And so I dug it out and this popped out of the ground almost immediately. So this is like a little cog, probably out of a clock, I would guess. So put that to the side. I imagine there's the remains of a clock in here. I don't have my pinpointer on me because Todd borrowed it. So we'll just kind of poke around here a little bit. I thought there would probably be just all right there, but I'm only seeing that one. There's another piece here, look. There we go, there's the rest of the clock. Some more gears. Put them over there. Well, you probably want to look at it, don't you? All right, I was up here digging a clock, an old clock, and I was bemoaning the fact that I didn't have a pinpointer. Now I do. And guess what? My GoPro battery went dead. So that whole scene is probably not, wasn't filmed, but we're gonna go back up there and finish digging it, and I'll show you what I did up to now. I think there might be another home site up in here where I'm at. Just finding some pretty cool stuff, although I don't know how old this clock is. Right down in here. I don't know if I got any of that footage, so I'm going to show it to you again. I'm digging up this piece of an old clock. Nice high squeak. I'm pretty sure there's more of it up in here. When I had the metal detector was, yeah, there's the rest of it. It was squeaking up in here too. All right, might be it. I think we got all the gears. Might be another gear right there. All right, I'll find it. That's probably just some more gears. I'll dig them, but that's the clock I'm digging. I want to go ahead and bag them and keep a move on because we're going to run out of time if we're not careful. Just dug this big old coppery thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I wanted to show you this hole over here, which is the reason I was working my way back over. It's kind of like a circular depression. Doesn't look natural. It could be somebody's fire pit, but I don't know, it's awful big for a modern fire pit, but who knows. Not a lot of modern junk around here. This is where I'm kind of finding bits and bobs of different things. I thought originally when I saw it, it might be a well that had filled in and was collapsing, but just as likely a fire pit. All right, guys, that's gonna have to end it for the day. I got a bag full of horseshoes and junk. It's Friday night, and Mrs. Chig probably wants to be home before it gets too late. I have to get cleaned up too, so. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll get some things cleaned up and show you at the end, although not a lot of stuff. Next time.
Baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere